If you'd like a new way to cook chicken for dinner, the owner and the chef at Abuso Catering Company has a new recipe for you to try. It's a grilled chicken breast with a tasty wine sauce.
Hi, I'm Joe Abuso with Abuso Catering, and today I'm going to show you how to make a grilled chicken breast with a Portobello Beurre Rouge. Beurre Rouge is an old French sauce, it's kind of a red wine sauce, basically garnished with portobello mushrooms. Everything we're going to do today is really simple, easy to do at home. We're going to start with some shallots. They're kind of a member of the onion family. They taste a lot like an onion, but they also have like a little bit of a flavor of garlic. And you peel them kind of like you would peel an onion, cut them in half, take the skin off, and then make some slices to get a nice little dice. And then we're just going to put those in a saucepan, so some shallots, a little bit of butter, and then while we're over here, the other thing we're going to do is a grilled chicken breast and a grilled portobello mushroom cap. This is a portobello mushroom, big Italian mushroom. Whenever we do anything on the grill, we always like to get a little thin coating of oil on whatever it is, in this case a portobello mushroom. So a little bit of olive oil is always good on both sides. And then our chicken breast is over here. We're going to do the same thing. It's nice and dry, it's boneless, it's skinless, and we're just going to put a nice coating of oil on that. I think we're going to get going the first, because it takes the longest, is the sauce. So again, nothing but butter and shallots in a saucepan over a fire. If you don't want to mess with the grill, everything we're doing on the grill today, you could do in a saute pan on the stove. First, I'm going to put my mushroom on there. Next, the chicken breast. In the meantime, if you check out the sauce here, the butter and the shallots are starting to cook together. What we want to do with the shallots, by the way, is what we call sweat them, which means we don't want to brown them, we just want to get them translucent, kind of cook them through. Now the chicken breast, just a nice boneless, skinless breast with just a teeny bit of oil on it. I'm going to lay it on the grill kind of at a 45-degree angle. We're going to get really pretty grill marks. Then I pick it up, I put it at a 45-degree angle the other way, and you'll see that'll get a really nice cross-hatchy kind of design. Now let's go back to this, and we can see what's happening here. The butter and the shallots are cooking nicely. They're nice and translucent. Okay, so I'm just going to put red wine in here, just about that much. And the main thing I'm going to get out of my red wine, not just the flavor, but mostly it's the acidity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this down to demi-sec, we would say. Reduce it down, in other words, until there's almost no liquid left. So that's going to take a minute. Okay, so now the wine is as reduced as far as we want. If you remember, we started out with like, a couple of fingers worth of wine, and now it's just down to just almost nothing at all. What we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of heavy cream. And it's not a cream sauce, but we're going to add a little heavy cream just because cream is a really stable ingredient. And one thing that can go wrong with this kind of sauce, a butter sauce, is it can break. The butter can kind of work its way out. It'll look kind of like oil and goopy things. So to avoid that, just a little bit of heavy cream is not a bad idea. And it's called a butter sauce because there's a fair amount of butter in it. And really all we're doing is mixing a little bit of kind of room temperature butter in. So you can see it's just turning into a really nice velvety, smooth sauce. If you put the butter in too fast, it'll kind of break, it'll kind of separate. So by putting it in just a little bit at a time and stirring it around until it totally dissolves, you don't have to worry so much about the sauce breaking. But that little drop of heavy cream is kind of just a good little insurance policy. And by the way, while I'm doing this, check it out, I do not have the heat on. Okay, now we're going to cut up the mushroom and make it part of the sauce over here. So I've got my grilled portobello mushroom. I'm going to kind of cut it into little diamonds. Do that, and then cut it this way. Then I'm just going to add this to the sauce. Also, just for a little bit of flavor, I've got some tarragon here. And tarragon's just a fresh herb. It kind of looks like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick little pieces of tarragon and just chop them up with my knife. Tarragon's a really nice herb. It's kind of licorice flavors. It goes great with wine. So a little salt and pepper. There's my sauce. And now I'm going to get my chicken breast and put it all together and make a nice little plate. I'm going to slice the chicken breast just because I think it'll look nicer. I'll put a little sauce on the plate, and then really simple, really nice grilled chicken breast with a Portobello Beurre Rouge.